Greetings, this is Cat, and it is the day before Christmas Eve. I'm going to give you the Clara Awards. Before then, this year, the Clara Awards, which is rarely watched, began around 2010, but they officially named it around 2011. The name goes back to the 90s. The Clara Awards were doing movie reviews based on the cynical college-age nature of our movie reviews on the school newspaper at Evergreen, the junior college newspaper, and then on to Spartan Daily at San Jose State. In the 2000s, we sort of rebooted it. So here are the Clara Awards for this year. I'm going to read off a list of the movies that came out this year. First on the list of movies this year, which someone didn't see, in the month of January, was The Nut Job. Apparently Mark's Cards did see The Nut Job. And he said it was okay. And then we come to February, where we get the Lego Movie, RoboCop 2014, Son of God, and Anchorman 2. We did not see Son of God, although a version of it aired as the Jesus special on TV about 6 months earlier. So we sort of saw it. So yeah, that's counted there. In the month of March, we come across Peabody and Sherman and the Grand Budapest Hotel and Muppets Most Wanted. About half of those got seen. The Peabody and Sherman movie, the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Muppets movie. Seems to be a pattern here. In April, we had Captain America the Winter Soldier, Rio 2, and Disney's Bears. About half of those two. I think Mark's Cards may have seen Rio 2. Then we come to May, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Neighbors 2014 was a remake. Didn't actually remember that was a remake, but it was. Godzilla was a sort of a remake. X-Men Days of Future Past, and Maleficent. Mark's Card saw Maleficent. Yeah, he said it was okay. And then we come to June. The Fault in Our Stars, Live, Die, and Repeat, or Edge of Tomorrow, A Million Ways to Die in the West, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Transformers 4, Age of Extinction. In the month of July, we came up with Earth to Echo, Dawn of Planet of the Apes, Planes, Fire and Rescue. That wasn't good. Stupid. Lucy, August, Guardians of the Galaxy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014, The Expendables 3, The Giver. September was The Maze Runner and The Box Trolls. October was Book of Life and Birdman. November, just recently, was Interstellar, Big Hero 6, The Hunger Games Mockingjay, Part 1, The Penguins of Madagascar. This month, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, and the other movies have not been watched. So, we've had a lot of movies this year as Cat. And prior to the rules of the Clara Awards, this one's going to be briefer than most Clara Awards. Because, briefer than most. Partly because of the other ones were a little long. So I'd like to make a Clara Awards that isn't rambly set. We're going to go with the possible runners-up for Best Children's Movie or Family Film of the Year, including the Lego Movie, the Box Trolls, and let's throw in there Guardians of the Galaxy, actually. Penguins of Madagascar is a sequel. It was fun, but I don't know if it's... Yeah, I'll throw it in there. So... And yeah, Train Your Dragon 2, a little obvious, but yeah, it worked. So Fault in Our Stars hasn't been reviewed. It might be reviewed. Well, it's definitely going to be up there, but I doubt the Oscars are going to even remember it. So here we have a family-friendly movie. I think that of all the movies that were mentioned in that list there, that the winner should be Lego Movie, which is regarded as one of the better family films of the year, possibly of the decade. The Lego Movie. Yeah, so the Lego Movie gets family film, even though I did stuff like what's in the Lego Movie when I was a kid, and everyone else on the planet apparently did because it's got lots of good reviews. Yeah, so there you go. And of course, we have our categories, such as they are. Since most of these are action pictures, best action picture will be next. Best action type of picture, including on the list Interstellar and Guardians of the Galaxy. Very few of the other ones actually. Guardians of the Galaxy. I would say X-Men, Days of Future Past, Captain America: The Winter Soldier could be on there. But hands down, we know who's going to win. Guardians of the Galaxy. We know Guardians of the Galaxy is going to win Best Action Picture for being just generally awesome. Live, Die, and Repeat or Edge of Tomorrow was okay. It's on there, but it's not the best. Transformers 4 is definitely not on there. That's probably under most confusing or worst action picture. Yeah, so except for it being sort of a riff of our fan films, which is bizarre, including using the real name of Mark Skars as the hero. I think it's kind of funny. And as Dimticon, the other guy, the other stage name for another of our minions, as he pointed out, the Cade character in the story is him, not Mark Skars. Yeah. But yeah, they mixed them up. Mark Skars was the Kelsey Grammer character. I was Adinger. Anyway, here is not really, but in the story. So, anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy was basically Mark Skars' Mako stories done as a movie with a talking raccoon in it, because he totally would have been all over that idea. And Guardians of the Galaxy was a comic book before his Mako thing, but I wonder if he was really thinking about it when he thought of that 5 years ago. It was around. Guardians has been around. Anyway, so here we have. Okay, Peabody and Sherman was alright, so it wasn't on the list. Animated film. It's kind of like the kid-friendly thing. Gonna go with the Box Trolls for animated film, just because the Peabody movie, Rio 2, and the other one, or maybe the Penguins movie. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Maybe we'll go with that for originality's sake. We'll still go with the Peabody and Sherman one, just because it was unusual. The other two were sequels or derivatives. Chamber of Dragon 2 or whatnot. So, there were quite a few young adult fiction movies. We had Fault in Our Stars, we had The Maze Runner, and Mockingjay. And Mockingjay is half a movie, literally. So, fortunately, The Hunger Games Mockingjay, by being half a movie, cannot be rated until the other half comes out. So, we're going to go off with and The Maze Runner. We're going to go with giving it to... We can't do a movie that I haven't seen. So we're going to have to give it to something that I have seen. I guess for a young adult fiction movie of the year, probably have to, if that's a category, I have to go with a Maze Runner. Yeah, so go with a Maze Runner. Let's see. Drama. Or drama or thus. I've not seen Tyrrell Theorem. I think Mark Skars did and said it was okay. That would be in that section, as well as weird. Interstellar would be there. Drama / whatever. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes would be there. Godzilla would be action picture. That was before. But I think for drama and generally interesting story, Budapest Hotel, which came out in February, actually should get the Oscar for that one, or the Clara Award for that one. Budapest Hotel was actually really good, and it's a Wes Anderson one Mark Skars hasn't seen, even though he's seen virtually all of Wes Anderson's movies except Darjeeling Limited. I hope I didn't say that wrong. He hadn't seen that one. So here we have Grand Budapest Hotel taking away that picture, and Oscar contender as well as Interstellar is an Oscar contender, because about a half of it is not science fiction. Let's see. The picture that personifies the year. Yeah, and then we come to drama as well. Sort of like picture that personifies the year, and we would have to include in that Birdman. I'm not sure where to put Birdman in there, because I like the Budapest Hotel movie for being interesting, for being, a quirky sort of elements of dark comedy, but also Birdman is too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split that up, and I'm going to say that Birdman gets Best Picture, and it also gets Best for being a drama, not for being the quirky, for drama, and not for being the quirky comedy. So Birdman gets that, and Budapest Hotel gets it for the comedy section and for the other one. So, because Birdman's not really a comedy; it's a drama with some jokes in it. It's not a dark comedy. It really isn't. Dark comedy is Brazil or something like that. And let's see. And Big Hero 6, although fun, was an honorable mention, though, and the Penguins one. As for the Hobbit trilogy and the Battle of Five Armies having finished, the Hobbit trilogy getting Best Picture would be interesting too. Unfortunately, although we enjoyed trilogy, Mark Scartz hasn't seen it yet. So if he completely hated it, then and we're kind of a mixed bag on the thing, really. They did not need to stretch that into 3 movies. They really didn't. It tended to be the consensus of the critics as well. 2 movies would have been fine. Didn't need to be 3. Because there's not really 3 movies of material. They keep making the battle longer, or the journey longer, but really all they needed was them going to defeat Smaug, and the second half is them defeating him. That's all they really needed. All the other stuff is superfluous. They could have ended in the middle of the second movie, before they arrive at the mountain, and had the other half of the second and the rest of the third be them arriving at the mountain, fighting the dragon, get rid of the dragon, and then the battle happens. But we don't really care too much about the battle. The book didn't go into it, only like a side note almost. There was a battle between 5 armies. Yes, and I'll just tell you about that. And the 5 armies. Even though in the movie they sort of left 2 of those armies out. Yeah. So it's the battle of the 3 armies. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, not Best Picture. It really wasn't. It's an honorable mention, but that's about it. And that is the Clara Awards thus far. Unless The Fault in Our Stars and some other and Zero Theorem are so awesome that they nail Best Picture, but really they will. Oscar is going to ignore science fiction again. And this year, there was only 1 or 2 of those good ones. They're going to ignore superhero movie. They shouldn't. Guardians of the Galaxy should be nominated for Best Picture of the year, as should the Lego movie. I think that would be awesome, but I doubt they're going to do that. Based on their penchant for dark and cynical stories about people dying, they should do Fault in Our Stars as an Oscar contender, just because it's got all the markings of an Oscar movie. It's got 2 kids that are dying in it. Not exactly a pleasant picture. Yeah, that's right up their alley. Somebody's dying in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, thus leading to the Guardian guy, his mission. So yeah, they could just go for that for the Oscar. Just give the Oscar to the lady in the beginning of that one. But yeah, Guardians. So there you go. There's the Clara Awards nominees. Yay! And on New Year's Eve, we will announce the official winners. But you know that that's our choices are chosen. by New Year's Eve, we may have seen some other movies, like the controversial Interview, and some of the other ones, and may throw them in there too. Like last year, we hadn't seen 12 Years a Slave and hadn't seen Dallas Buyers Club, so we didn't know, we couldn't put them on there at all because we didn't see them. So yeah, there we go. Clara Awards nominees 2014. It's Cal Cat signing off. This is Cal Cat, and greetings. Here are the official results of the nominees of the Clara Awards this year and 2014 movies. And it is the 27th. It's not likely that in the next 3 or 4 days that we will see a lot of other movies, so this is it. We are not including some of the movies that have just come out. We have not seen them, which is part of the rules. So, the Clara Awards also splits up the concepts of a best drama of the year, best comedy of the year, best fantasy film of the year, best action film of the year. That way nobody gets left out. We get all of them that way. Because people have different tastes. Therefore, as we look through all of the movies, I'll give you them now. The nominees for, oh yeah, family film too. The nominees include the Lego Movie. The nominees include the Lego Movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Captain America the Winter Soldier, X-Men Days of Future Past, A Million Ways to Die in the West, Transformers 4 Age of Extinction, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Box Trolls, Birdman, Interstellar, The Penguins of Madagascar, The Hobbit Trilogy. Okay, the winner for animated movie of the year goes to, animated movie of the year, goes to The Box Trolls. Instead of the other one, goes to The Box Trolls. The Box Trolls. Penguins of Madagascar is more of a sequel. The Box Trolls gets it because of originality. Yes. Honorable mention to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Hobbit trilogy, that is. The prequels. Honorable mention. Fantasy film of the year. The winner of the fantasy film of the year is Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought that was going to win. Hands down, it's going to win. There it is. Fantasy film of the year. Transformers 4 honorable mention for using Mark's Card's actual name. But yeah. But yeah. Oh, let's see. Comedy of the year. Comedy of the year goes to The Grand Budapest Hotel. We did not see the Zero Theorem, so we couldn't grade it. You get an honorable mention during Oscar time. Probably won't get an Oscar. Drama of the year. Drama of the year goes to Birdman. It's listed as a black comedy or dark comedy. It's a drama with some jokes in it. No, it's not a comedy. There's nothing uproariously laugh out loud funny in it, but it's dramatic. It's got some jokes. That doesn't mean it's a dark comedy. Brazil was a dark comedy. The horror comedies of John Waters, some of them were dark comedies. But not this. No, this movie was not really. I mean, it had dark elements, and he's supposed to be nuts in it. But yeah, Oscars should look at this movie. Oscars should definitely check this one out. And possibly give Michael Keaton, the actor, an award for that one. Let's see, did I leave anybody out? Oh yeah, young adult movie. I'm not going to go against the movies we didn't see. We did not see Fault in Our Stars, so we cannot rate it. Yeah, I'm sure the young adults would like that one. Go for that one. Yeah, so young adult movie of the year, or kid movie of the year. Kind of already started with that for cartoon, so we're gonna split that and say the Penguins of Madagascar gets that. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, we already kind of did that. So that's it then. We do not do Best Actor. We don't do Best Actress. We don't do that. Director, anything like that. I would guess. So we don't do that. Action thriller movie of the year is kind of the same as the other one. I guess for a thinking sci-fi movie with thinking elements. For Interstellar, honorable mention. And that is it. The Clara Awards. That's what's going to go on. It's probably unlikely that, knowing the cynicism of we have about the Oscars, it's unlikely that most of those movies will even get noticed. I think Oscar will notice Interstellar. They'll notice Grand Budapest Hotel. That might give it screenplay. It was an earlier movie. They might notice Fault in Our Stars. But it's unlikely. If they do, that would be interesting. But because we near the end of the year, and really the 2 or 3 movies they thought were going to get all the Oscars and everything turned out to be kind of so yeah, they're not doing well. So they gotta either pick them or pick the other ones everybody liked, crowd pleasing ones. Guardians of the Galaxy getting an Oscar would be really, really slim. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it's a great movie, but it's an action picture. There's no way they're going to do that. We did that one. We said yes. Okay, best picture of the year. The best picture of 2014 that personifies 2014. Best picture of the year. That's the big one. The Oscar is not going to give this movie best picture of the year. Guardians of the Galaxy. It's best picture of the year. It personified this year in terms of its randomness and superhero kind of stuff. Yeah, and although the Planet of the Apes sequel was interesting, and it was runner-up, this Guardians of the Galaxy was hands down pretty much. And there we have it. There are the Clara Award winners, 2014, to be played on the New Year's special instead of after New Year's. So there you go. Clara Awards.